John, it's good to see Kitfox back in business. You've been at this for a while now, but it's been kind of a tough road. Talk about that a little bit, if you would.
Well, thanks, Jim. It's always good to see you. The Kitfox Aircraft has been very active. Initially, when we took over back in April of 2006, we started supporting the existing Kitfox base with parts and support immediately to try and get them back on track and get them back in the air. As of July of last year, we started producing full kits as delivered and delivering full kits out the door since July of 2006, and we're currently producing and getting ready for Oshkosh, which will be a very exciting time for all of us.
This is an almost legendary aircraft in home-built circles. Does the person with a Kitfox 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and ultimately 6, are they comfortable now having a place that they can find support?
Well, I certainly hope so. We've been making strong strides at trying to make sure the Kitfox community understands that we're here. We're doing our best to support that Kitfox community as best we can. Some things we just aren't able to. And you're correct. The Kitfox is a general term, and a lot of people think of the Kitfox as the early Model 1s, which is the high-lift, ultralight type aircraft. Today's Kitfox is entirely different. It's much wider, much more comfortable, larger carrying capabilities, larger baggage areas, cruise speeds of 120 miles an hour, true air speeds, and baggage areas that will carry up to 150 pounds. Cockpit widths are 1 inch narrower than a Beechcraft Bonanza. So they're very comfortable airplanes with a great cross-country capability and yet great backcountry opportunities.
Aero-TV is brought to you by Cirrus aircraft have always been easy to fly. Now they're easier than ever to buy. A complete line of ownership programs gives you everything you need to purchase, trade, finance, lease, insure, and warranty your Cirrus. There's even an ownership program for non-pilots. The Cirrus Access Pilot can teach you how to fly or fly the plane for you. Find out more at www.cirrusdesign.com. Cirrus, for the love of flying. Now, back to Aero-TV.
For those who are looking for the next generation Fox, the current generation, what's available and how soon can you deliver something?
Typical lead time is 30 to 60 days currently.
Okay.
It's a $1,000 deposit to secure the production cycle. Full funds aren't due till 15 days prior to shipping, which is critical. All we're trying to do is turn the funds around prior to shipping the kit out the door. The kits are actually built for production and inventory. So we're not actually building to order, we're building for inventory, and the kits are going out of inventory at this point. We are obviously trying to ship the kit as complete as absolute possible with every nut, bolt, and screw that was required to put that kit together. Currently, we are shipping full kits. We have very few back orders, if any. Most of the back orders are simple things, nothing major.
Okay. What kits are available right now? What of the latest generation Foxes, what are you shipping at this point?
The latest generation Fox is known as the Series 7 Super Sport. Okay, we've actually evolved from the 5 to the 6 and now to the 7.
Right.
The 7 evolved into the Super Sport. The Super Sport is LSA compliant. It also can take advantages of the 1430 gross weight and floats. It can go all the way to the 1550 gross weight, which is what it was rated for and actually tested to. The Continental and Lycoming packages are available for the front of the airframe. The Rotax 912S seems to be the engine of choice. The 914 is also still available.
Excellent.
So you do have a good support package and several aircraft or several engine choices out there. Jabiru 3300 is also, we have an engine mount for that now as well.
Okay, good.
I try to remind people to look at several factors, and that's service, reliability, dependability, and resale. Resale is one that's commonly overlooked when you look at a kit airplane. They don't think they're going to sell that airplane, and hopefully they won't. But there's always that opportunity, so it's something you ought to consider in your engine choice and kit purchase. We're very passionate about aviation as aviation. We are also very passionate about the Kitfox. But more importantly, we're business people as well, so we have to try and combine those and marriage them and not, for a lack of better things, it is a business and we need to treat it as a business, but we're also passionate about it. It's our hobby. It's something that we love. The company is currently not in debt. The tooling, the trademarks, the Kitfox name, everything that goes along with it, was purchased with private money, not borrowed money.
Gotcha.
So it's actually operating very successfully, and we're just not in debt trying to service that load. We also moved from the Caldwell Airport, from Nampa to Caldwell, now Caldwell to Homedale, and we made that change for a couple of reasons. Caldwell is growing very rapidly. Overhead's a little bit higher, and we understand that in business you need to keep your overhead as low as possible. So that's our attempt, is to keep the overhead as low as possible and produce the best kit on the market, hands down.
Aero-TV is brought to you by...
Today, there is an affordable, high-performance, easy-to-own and easy-to-operate very light jet designed with you in mind. Far less expensive than any other twin-engine jet to buy, it is also the least expensive to own and operate. It is the Eclipse 500, the jet that's easy to buy, easy to fly, and fun to own. The jet for you.
Now, back to Aero-TV.
Well, we wish you nothing but the best of luck. I've watched this airplane develop over the course of a couple of decades. I think it's in awfully good hands now. I've watched you work very hard to get this airplane back into production, and God bless for doing it, because let's face it, above and beyond getting new aircraft in the field, there's just this huge, tremendously devoted community that really needed the support and care that you can provide.
Thank you, Jim. And remember, it's not how fast you get there, it's how fun.
Now you're talking. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Jim.